Right.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Okay, so I need to find this. Ah, Dawson. No idea who that is. Actually, I can just go this way, can't I? To Baker Street. I don't think we've got any more information to throw in here, have we? No. Okay. I think they used that as basically a way to have something happening during the loading screens. It's quite clever, actually, this bit. Is you can play the game during loading screens. That's really cool. Right, newspapers. You might be in here. Search for Dawson 83. Dawson and Nelligan become bankrupt. Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund bankrupt. Nelligan missing. The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. Alas, not too big to fail. The liquidation of company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht preparing for departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by police and creditors.
Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Right, so we've got a document. Wonderful. We'll head back to Scotland Yard. Back and forth. Does that give me more information here? No, it doesn't. But I don't think he did it. I think he may have been after the information. So I'm going to go back to feat of strength there. I think he may have been after the information in the private papers, but I don't think he did it. Done. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Yes, he's JHN, but... Where's the documents? Nelligan. Joshua Nelligan. That's his father's name, isn't it? He's John Nelligan. JHN could well be Joshua Nelligan, and that's his father's notebook containing numbers. I still don't know what the numbers are. Tell me what they are. Tell me about Dawson and your father.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again.
That's the notebook.
He believed that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress.
That's why the notebook would be so important.
Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
So that was 83. Examine the ship's logs. Back and forth, back and forth. So that's 83. That was 83. He'd already retired by that point, hadn't he? When did he retire? He retired in 84. You retired. 84. So it was 83. 83. It was around this time, maybe that time, maybe the year before, when Nelligan left, and he. No, we haven't got any boots for that. So that's around that time that he retired, and he would have retired. When did he retire? He retired at around the age of 39, 40. fairly surprising. So it could well be that that they stole the goods, that they stole the man's property.
1883. That's
Oh dear.
what I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Right.
This is the crew
All right.
list of the Sea Unicorn.
So there's 2 PCs, Patrick Cairns, Pablo Coventrao, so that's PC, a couple of people with PC, so if he doesn't drink,
This,
apparently that's not enough.
this
Yeah. So there's that connection.
log
June.
notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log
July.
notes for July. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3
right.
ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man.
Peter Carey
The
and
last
Joshua.
will be to locate vital witnesses. The same.
Yep, so that's... Oh no, wrong button. Tab. So that's find someone. Task for Wiggins. Bond certificate CPR, which is... CPR. Share certificate. Yes, that's the share certificate number. Whoa, wait. No. This has... It doesn't have a number that I can see. Ooh. And a job for Wiggins. So we have to find Wiggins. See if he can find us one of the... have I got anything new that I can look at? No. It could well be then that that's why... I should have been looking at this before, shouldn't I? I shouldn't have been looking at it before. That makes it think those are the private papers might have included all these shares, and so he tried to take them.
These are the suspect's belongings.
CPR.
I wonder if these are connected.
CPR. 85.
Now we have the proof
3,
that
2.
Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Right, so... Right, the missing papers, missing tin box. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen tin box. Ooh! John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. So he does have a motive. Assumably he kept it secret from his wife, because she said that she was kept out of there. We'll try and interrogate this lad more, see if we can find more out. Why did you try and break in?
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Right. So the bond certificate.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
Someone else got there first, eh?
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Possible. I mean, this is where you'd probably ask people to track him down so that we could track down where he lives so that we can find out if he has the case. Job for Wiggins. That's assumably back to Baker Street. Hopefully we can get him there. Wiggins and the Baker Street Irregulars. Yeah, a number of bond certificates with which Nelligan's father disappeared were in Peter Carey's cabinet. Yes. Or cabin, sorry. Right. So Nelligan does have a motive. Still don't think he did it. Is the thing.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The Baker Street
secret
Irregulars.
Police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Toby.
Toby.
Call Wiggins.
Wiggins, would you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
I don't know why we're giving the whole list. Surely it's the two PC are important.
Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
It's the two that are important are the PCs. They are... Do I still have a note of the list? No, I don't. No, I can't see it. Yes, which would be... Oh, Corvaltrau? And, oh, was it... What's his name? Cairns, the other one? I don't think we've got any other... Yeah, these don't interact well. If he's not a smoker, and we have a tobacco patch, surely that points to someone else being in the room. Especially with the two glasses. Ooh. Lestrade?
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Oh.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
We have
One
maze.
more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Right. Evidence room. I wonder if this fellow's in the interrogation room. Maybe we can talk to him. Ah, boots.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Take the boots. We got
Liam
them,
Hurley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
which is good because we have, I think, Carey was was an 8-3. Where did that come from? It was an 8, so that might be relevant.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals.
So it was an 8. So being larger than that's probably good.
Nothing unusual about it.
So it might be him. Ooh. Is that it? Yes. Interrogate the new suspect. So we have the boots, which we'll have to check out, and the letter that we'll have to examine back at Baker Street. Where's Mr. Hurley? Ah, there you are.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Couldn't you just put him there anyway? I can understand if there's
Allow
multiple
me to
fellows.
introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say.
And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely. And considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
Right, well, we'll have to examine him, see if we can find anything much out. Grey hair. No. Okay, ooh. Cap. Nothing much on the cap. Improperly shaven. Ooh, scars, quite nasty. Old scar, possibly, he might be one of the a sailor then. Ooh. Crested tit, maybe some relative to Mrs. Carey. Oh, you're the gardener, plant remains. You are the gardener. Why was Mrs. Carey protecting you then?
That's all for now.
Right, so we should head back. Hurley's stranger was arrested. He's a former soldier who left the military with an honourable discharge. That's the wound. Now he lives a quiet life working as a gardener. Can I not interrogate him about that?
I'm not saying another...
Not saying another word. Okay, well, we'll head back to Woodman's Lee. And we will check his boots. Because I think that's pretty valuable. Check his boots on the ground. And we'll ask... It's not Mary. Whatever her name is, Mrs. Carey. Ask her why she didn't mention the gardener, because I'm fairly sure this is the relevant gardener, and I'm guessing his shoes are then going to fit. Because
these boots match the footprints exactly.
There we go. So he's a gardener here. Right. Hurley's footprints and no gardener. Liam Hurley's matched the footprints at Woodman's Lee, thus proving that he was there. Judith Carey denies that he was their gardener. Okay. So that means either she's lying or he was here for an alternate reason. So he was here. He has been here at some point. We'll ask Judith. We'll just check with her. And she may still say that they have no gardener, but it still doesn't rule out the possibility that she's lying about this for some reason to protect him. Which goes back to the possibility that goes back to the unhappy marriage aspect. And he was a soldier, so... can you tell me about Liam Hurley?
Does the name Liam Hurley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Thank you, madam.
But he was here. We know that much. Something to ask him about. Let's... Do we exhaust that? No. We'll examine the letter. Because that might give us... Because examining the letter might give us a bit more information on what to do, on questions that we need to ask Hurley back at Scotland Yard. I think that makes sense. Right, to the analysis table. Let's see what we end up doing here. Work on the letter.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
Okay,